Underway now is the Push-Ups for Charity campaign. It's a way to get active while at the same time help raise funds to support military veterans and their families.
That's right. Retired Staff Sergeant Joey Jones is the COO and military spokesperson for the Boot Campaign, which is an initiative that he is with, and it's great having you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me here today.
So before we get into the campaign, let's talk about you and your military career, how you got involved and where it brought you.
And thank you so much for your service.
Yes,
absolutely.
Thank you. And a happy Memorial Day.
Same to you.
Well, listen, you know, in 2005, I was out of high school, trying to find a way to not be, you know, a high school bum, I guess, and stay in my hometown, you know. And so the Marine Corps was an option. It wasn't necessarily the last option. It wasn't the first option. And so I joined the Marine Corps and loved every day of it. I tell people I had one bad day, but just the one.
Yeah.
And that was in 2010, August 6th, where I stepped on an IED and lost my legs. Wow. I was an EOD tech, a bomb tech in the Marine Corps for most of my career.
So you were around this quite often. Absolutely.
I went to Iraq in 2007. These bombs were everywhere, and I thought, you know, if I'm going to have to deal with these for more deployments, I'd rather know how they work and be the guy that gets to help make it safer.
That's a great outlook.
For people.
Great,
and, so that's what that was my job in the Marine Corps. It's a very small group, maybe 400 people in the Marine Corps.
Right.
And so it's a fraternity within a fraternity. And when I got injured in 2010, just the way things were, we had moved from Iraq over to Afghanistan, different war, different bombs, different tactics.
Yeah.
Took us a while to catch up as the bomb tech community. My brothers were getting injured at what you call the cyclic rate. So it went from maybe a few dozen in the ward, the injury ward, recovering to 50 or 60 in a matter of weeks or months. And so during my recovery, I was kind of at the beginning of an onslaught of severely injured Marines, most of them EOD techs like myself.
Wow.
Kind of fell into a leadership role of just helping keep those guys focused, and didn't know it at the time, but it would turn into working on Capitol Hill, and then finally realizing if I really wanted to change society and change how people view these men and women, I need to get away from government and over in the nonprofit sector.
Probably best, because not much is getting done to get that side. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know,
I know. Yeah.
The jokes are there, but you know, just the nonprofit sector, you know, has so much intimate connection with everyday Americans.
And it's one-on-one relationships without the politics that might get involved.
Exactly. And so just being people.
Yeah.
And being appreciative. So I found Boot Campaign very randomly, a nonprofit out of Texas that was using these combat boots to raise awareness for the military. They were getting celebrities to throw them on. And so I thought, you know, this is such an amazing and unique idea and simple idea.
Yeah.
And so I wrote them an email, got involved, later helped craft some programs, some assistant programs.
Wow, we saw Holly Madison, there's Smokey Robinson.
Wow,
he was remarkable.
Oh, Smokey Robinson, of course.
Smokey.
And Dean Cain there.
Oh, Superman.
Exactly,
That's great.
Exactly. And all these people, you know, we're not paying them. They're coming out, they're giving their time. Smokey was there almost all day.
Wow.
I saw him 3 months later. I was presenting a Grammy to Zach Brown in D.C.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he saw me from across the room. This is Smokey Robinson. And I'd spent hours with him, but just the one day. He came from across the room to give me a bear hug. And that's the kind of heart and just patriotism these celebrities have.
That's phenomenal.
And that's why they're involved with us.
And it's what you have as well. Because the second, I mean, you sat down here, it's the attitude, it's the positive thinking, just the idea of when you were in the Marine Corps and said, you know what, if I'm going to be around these bombs, I want to know how they operate. Always thinking ahead. For you, I mean, even the fact of wearing shorts today, knowing that you have these prosthetics on, and to some people that's like, oh, they don't know how to react to that. What has been your biggest, I guess, within this adventure? What's been the biggest struggle, but the biggest positive side to come out of it as well?
Yeah, you know, the biggest struggle is to manage your frustration.
Yeah.
Everything takes 3 times longer. There are certain things you just can't do, and the world isn't going to change for me overnight.
Yeah.
People aren't going to always realize what I need from them, or that they're making my life more difficult by cutting me off, and those things. So those are frustrations that you can't take out on yourself or other people.
Right.
And then the greatest thing about this whole thing is just seeing the people that love me come together and support me, and knowing that I have that. Not everybody has that. That was part of the problem at Walter Reed, and part of the reason we exist at Boot Campaign, to really show people you need to support these men and women who are going through this for you and for your freedoms.
And you're putting people to work.
Absolutely.
Push Up for Charity campaign. So explain this. How many are we giving you?
Absolutely. So, you know, Boot Campaign, one of our 3 pillars is to raise awareness, literally to get you excited and knowledgeable about our military and what they go through. Combat boots is a big way we do it, but now we're doing push-ups for charity. This is about our 4th year straight of us manning this effort. And what it is, you get down, you do push-ups for 90 seconds. You get people to donate to your push-ups, and when you stand up, you realize wow, these men and women do this to, this is their performance evaluation. They do
Yeah,
it
it's
every
part
day.
of boot camp.
Exactly.
This is
Right.
called
Heart's racing.
morning coffee for you guys. Yeah, this is just.
Get the
Hey,
heart
it's,
going.
it's difficult. We were just in New York.
Yeah.
Up there, we had a guy named Steve Weatherford, who's a really prolific football player. He's very active on social media.
Yes.
And the guy just looks like, John Cena. And to do push-ups with him for 90 seconds, he's not breaking a sweat, and I'm over there like hoping I don't
Struggling.
plant my face. But, that's what's so fun about it is you can be completely out of shape or in the best of shape.
Yeah.
90 seconds is still difficult.
Give whatever you can in that 90.
Exactly.
90 seconds,
There we
easy
go.
peasy. Thank
Yeah.
you so much again for your service.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much. The Push-Ups for Charity initiative through the boot campaign, it runs through November 11th, which is Veterans Day. I like that. We start this on Memorial Day, we're talking.
And on that.
It's beautiful. For more information, to learn more about it and to get involved, to go to the website on your screen and help support our heroes that are fighting for our freedom.